last 6 months. It's still there.
What does that make her?
Miss Lonely Heart. Everyone likes to take a little something home from the office once in a while. But he's the least of your indiscretions.
I think they're trying to build a portable device that will be able to imprint anyone.
They're grouping, aren't they?
I'm sorry to say, yeah.
Split them up, place them in separate houses. It has the potential to change everything.
I suspected as much.
You did the right thing, Adele. Shall we celebrate?
There's no smoking in my office.
Hello? Huh. When did you die?
Catherine, wait. Darling, we need to talk.
I don't want to talk. I want Roger. I want to Roger.
Wait, stop. Stop. It would be dishonorable for me to let this go on any further. There's someone else.
What do you mean?
I've fallen in love with another woman.
Don't tease me. That's patently impossible.
I'm afraid I'm quite serious.
So where did you meet this other woman? On one of your international jet-setting trips? The flat in London? The condo in Rome? Who do you think designs your life when you're not with me?
Listen, I'm having a hard time figuring it out for myself. It's as if I met this woman in a previous life, as though our love transcends our very being.
You're not real. You're a doll. One whose contract is up, and I was just getting in one last go-round before they release your body into the wild. And if anyone should be getting upset, Roger, it's you. Because this time tomorrow, you're not going to exist anymore.
Catherine, I'm sorry. I know you're upset, but don't make up stories. I don't believe for a second you'd ever stoop to the level of those pathetic souls who have to hire your programmable love dolls to get what they need.
Do you see what I see?
I don't see anything.
Exactly. There's nothing left in Ballard's head. Alpha scrubbed him clean. Even if I could make the chair work on someone without active architecture, I'd be lucky if I could make him walk in a straight line.
But he's stable, physically.
As a zucchini, which is what he's going to be for the rest of his life. And now my brain is starting to feel like his.
Get some rest. I'll deliver the news to Echo.
Another woman, Mr. Brink?
No. You're the only one here.
Who else is in on this practical joke? Boyd? Ivy? Echo?
If it was funny, I want to take credit for it. I don't think this was funny.
Miss Lonely Heart was dumped by Roger this evening.
Are you sure the dementia hasn't gotten to her?
Stop being cute. How long have you known the identity of Miss Lonely Heart?
You? Oh, my God. What have I said to you about her? Oh, octogenarian, Walker jokes, the thing about the early bird special? I didn't know.
If you didn't alter the imprint, I want to know who did.
Roger came back early. He didn't say why it ended, but my money's on a broken hip.
What? She definitely didn't do it. It wasn't on our end. Roger's parameters were exactly as she requested.
So where did the mystery woman come from?
Has anyone seen Sierra?
Look on the bright side. Roger didn't reject you.
No, Victor did.
It's just grouping, which won't be a problem after we set him free tomorrow.
Just make sure this doesn't happen with any other actors. We can't have clients being rejected by dolls who are programmed to love them.
Yeah, we're lucky this happened to you.
If anyone finds out about this, you won't be so lucky.
I don't think that's a smart idea. The wit's watching your every move. You upset her, you're gonna end up in isolation again, or worse.
I haven't seen Paul since they stabilized him. What if I don't get to see him again? What if...
That's not gonna happen. Topher's working every angle. But you might want to say goodbye to Victor. His contract ends first thing in the morning. I thought you'd be glad.
I was going to use him to help me get everyone out.
He's already been used for 5 years. You'll manage with them.
Everything's slipping away from me. Before it was memories, but I figured out how to hold on to them. And now that I have something real, people I care about, they're slipping away from me too.
I'll talk to DeWitt about Paul. Maybe she'll change her mind.
Absolutely not. Paul Ballard is brain dead because of Echo.
Funny. I thought he had Alpha to thank for that.
It's all of a piece. Echo brought Alf to the house. She made him jealous. It all starts with Echo.
Got it all figured out.
Hardly. I still want to know what's going on in that very special brain of hers.
She's not a blank slate anymore. She's a person, like you or me. And keeping her away from Ballard is killing her.
Perfect.
You want her to suffer.
Pain reveals who we really are. Let's see who this girl really is. Are all the arrangements for Victor's release finalized?
Everything's set.
Would you mind handling the final paperwork for me?
Usually you handle active releases. I thought it gave you a sense of satisfaction, seeing them through.
When I've recruited them. Victor was assigned to this house. He would know me from you.
I saved my strawberries for you.
They're my favorite. Victor, it's time for your treatment. Will you sit with me at dinner?
That would be nice.
You're not coming back. When you get out of that chair, you'll have your original personality. You need to say goodbye to her. If you don't get a chance to say goodbye, you'll regret it.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. I'll see you at dinner.
Afghanistan war vet, severe PTSD, which we cured. This one actually makes me feel good about myself. The last thing he remembers is reclining in that chair 5 years ago. As I explained to him, the last thing he would remember is reclining in the chair. I was probably standing right here.
Did it not work? Did something go wrong? You were not just standing there. And you were wearing different clothes. Well, not that different.
What did I just tell you?
That 5 years would seem like 5 seconds.
Welcome to the future, where cars fly, robots serve our every whim, and genetically engineered dinosaurs rule the earth.
It's pretty much the same as when you left.
And the war? Is it?
It's still going on.
So that's it. 5 years, just like that.
It wasn't just like that.
Right. 5 years, I don't even remember. I don't know. It almost seems too easy.
We've set up a trust fund in your name, reserved a suite at the Hyperion until you find something more permanent, and found several employment opportunities should you choose to work. If people ask, you spent the last 5 years at a VA hospital as part of an experimental program that treats veterans for post-traumatic stress. We've created a paper trail to verify your story. For the first 3 months, you'll come into the Dollhouse on a bi-weekly basis for a diagnostic. For a year following that, we'll send a representative into the field to check on you. If you have any problems, you can call us 24 hours a day. But I don't expect there to be trouble. This entire process was designed so you can slip into your old life without realizing you were gone. Congratulations, Mr. Sicoli. You're a free man.
With an increase in troop numbers, U.S. military forces begin a new offensive against insurgents in the civil regions of Afghanistan. Reports coming out of Kandahar indicate that 2 more regions have been secured.
How long have you been sitting here? I'm waiting for Victor. We're going to have dinner together. Sierra, Victor's not coming back.
But he always comes back from his treatments.
This time he isn't. He left. For good.
He wouldn't leave me.
He's free. And they gave his life back to him.
But you're not happy for him.
I needed him. I thought he could help me get everyone out.
I'm sad too. But not for us. For him. He's not ready to be by himself.
Excuse me. Hi. Have we met before?
No. Where's Paul?
He's not dead.
That's what you're thinking. What did you do to him?
Mr. Ballard has been moved to a more secure location, one where your illicit key card will be of no use. No need to fret. He's receiving top-notch care. Do you think anything goes on in my house without my knowledge?
I don't know. It seems like a lot went down without you knowing.
Yes. Well, I'm not surprised that Paul and Boyd managed to keep your secret from me, but Topher, he can barely keep a belch to himself. Come on, don't be rude. It's just a friendly chat.
You really want to do this? Pretend that we're equals. Go toe-to-toe.
Why? Are you having trouble keeping up?
You think I'm scared of you? I have a serial killer in my head.
Yes, if memory serves me. One that's petrified of women. All those people in your head, I know their deepest, darkest secrets. You're forgetting you put them there in the first place.
So now you're trying to take credit for making me. You didn't make me. I made me. You may think all these people knocking around in my head are useless, but that's 40 more brains than you have. So I think we can agree that I'm smarter, tougher, and a whole lot scarier than you could ever hope to be.
If you're so powerful, why are you still in my house sneaking around trying to find your comatose boyfriend?
Lady, if I wanted to be somewhere else, I would be. But there's work to do here. Now, you can be on my side or you can be on Rossum's, but the time for playing both is over.
biolinks for 90 days after they leave the house to monitor the reintegration of their original neural topography.
That's Victor's readout?
Was Victor's readout. At 1:53 a.m. last night, his biolinks went kaput, as in no signal. I can't even raise his GPS.
I'll send a van to bring him in for a diagnostic.
Those aren't I'll send a van to bring him in for a diagnostic squigglies. They're fight for your life squigglies.
I'm on my way. Echo. I need your help.
Ready to process the room? You want FBI, private investigator, or should I surprise you?
So how exactly does this work? You accessing other personalities?
I used to have to make an effort to switch between imprints, but now I can slip back and forth without even thinking.
Who am I talking to now?
Echo. You're always talking to Echo. But Roma Clark and Eleanor Penn are duking it out in the background over who gets to help me figure this one out.
I'll take all the help I can get.
They came through the front door. No sign of a struggle. And they left the place pretty clean. Whoever did this, they're professionals.
It was an inside job.
You see a clue I don't?
Victor's been out of the house, what? Less than 24 hours.
Which isn't enough time to be on anyone's radar.
And they knew enough about our tech to deactivate his biolinks and GPS.
Think like you're working on a theory.
Who the hell are you, huh? Somebody better say something!
Anthony Sicoli, Sergeant, 3rd Battalion, 75th Ranger Regiment.
Yeah, that's me. Who are you? What do you want?
We apologize for our methods, but they weren't necessary.
Hagen? I think you transferred to the 160th.
We all got transferred. Military called us broken soldiers. Didn't know what to do with us, so they packed us away for 5 years.
If you tell your commanding officer, then
we don't follow traditional command structure. Officially, we're not a part of the United States Armed Forces.
No kidding. Why'd you bring me here?
Military's supposed to fix us. They took away the pain, the fear, the shame, but they left us empty. Do you know why? Because we're soldiers. We need something to fight for. We can give you something to fight for.
You want me to be a soldier? Where do I sign up?
Victor's file was accessed 3 months ago, with continued break-ins leading up to his release.
Someone was making sure he was still on schedule. Can you run a back trace?
It's a Rossum server, defense-grade firewall. Can you hack into it?
Somewhere in here, Ken.
That's just for immunizations, right?
It'll be easier for us to explain it after we put this in. You'll never be alone again.
Scythion?
It's Rossum's military contracting wing. Their answer to Blackwater.
They're the ones who kidnapped Victor. They've got a dossier on him. Personal history, military records, dollhouse engagements. They've got it all. He's been placed in a classified program codenamed Mind Whisper. It's being operated out of a bunker on the California-Nevada border.
According to this, Mind Whisper's recruited dozens of ex-actives. The active architecture allows their minds to be linked via neural radio. They hear what everyone thinks, see what everyone sees.
Base count, 20 meters. Mission clear.
Rossum's building an army. They kidnapped Victor.
Rossum's building an army? Remember what happened last time we poked our noses where they didn't belong? We failed, and I nearly lost control of the house or something like that.
I'm giving you a chance to help Victor. They've turned him into some kind of super soldier.
That's what he wants. And isn't that why we're in business? To give people what they want.
Neural radios. That's the short bus version of this tech.
What's the end game?
Groupthink. And not the bad kind that gave us the Bay of Pigs. This would be the much better kind. Multiple minds thinking as one. minus the individual. He's thinking about one single thing. The objective.
Soldiers won't stop fighting until they've accomplished the mission.
Once you're absorbed into the group mind, the individual ceases to exist. If we don't rescue Victor before he's fully integrated into the group mind, we lose him for good.
This wasn't on the schedule. Load me up. We're going to war. I got what I need. Keep them coming.
Field medic, advanced triage, and it comes with the Texas twang.
Well, everything else that might be useful. Why didn't you let me in on this earlier?
You were on a need-to-know basis.
Need to know or need to fetch?
Flying Cordona, brothers. She's breaking into an underground bunker, not the big top.
No, acrobatics makes sense.
You want Enrique or Ernesto?
Ernesto.
My choice, too.
The wit's out cold. We got at least half the day.
Ooh, after we're done here, can I go to her office with a Sharpie?
Topher.
Yep. You've been downloaded with everything from basic G.I. Jane to nuclear physicist weapons maker who secretly yearns for nuclear disarmament. Did everything take?
Locked and loaded. But I need one more thing to pull this off.
All I have left is Naughty Pirate Wench. You promised me I wouldn't remember that day. You told me I could skip it.
Priya, calm down.
Why? I don't want to remember Nolan. I don't want to remember any of it.
Get her a beer. I couldn't delete that day because then you wouldn't remember him.
I don't want to remember Nolan.
Not Nolan, not Nolan. I couldn't delete that day because you wouldn't remember Victor. Before I wiped you, you told me you knew. You saw Victor and you told me you knew.
That I loved him?
Exactly.
Why? What's going on?
His name's Anthony now. If he's starting to lose his identity to the group mind, you're our best shot at pulling him out.
Has Anthony ever met me as Priya?
He's met Sierra. I think Priya, with all the complications stripped away.
So why not just send me as her?
Because you'd still be figuring out how to buckle your seatbelt.
How do we get in?
We get caught.
I just lost Echo's GPS.
Which means they're inside the bunker.
You really think we'll be able to pull this off without Cruella DeWitt finding out?
Don't piss off the blind girl.
Now we just need to make sure Anthony sees me.
He's already seen you. One of them sees us, they all see us. Come on.
So he'll come to us?
Eventually. Stay right there.
Anthony, I'm so glad it's you.
Nothing's gone.
Anthony's gone, but what about Victor? I know he's in there.
You're trying to confuse us. You're not going to confuse us.
Victor. Victor! Victor remembers me. He couldn't forget. I didn't forget.
Engage, engage, no engage.
Anthony, lower your weapon.
Target in sight.
They don't want me to remember.
Eliminate target. Now. Eliminate target.
They want me to kill you.
Permission to fire. Eliminate target. Eliminate hostile target. Engage. Eliminate target. Eliminate hostile target. Eliminate target.
I remember.
Are you in control?
If she's here, it helps me to remember. It helps me to stay focused. They're not happy.
What's the fastest way out of here?
If we follow the electrical conduits, it'll lead to a service tunnel. There's a utility hatch at the end of that.
And that's where we're going. You take the lead, I'll bring up the rear. Got it?
Oh! You hit him. Why'd you hit him?
He's still connected. Anything we tell him, they hear. Now half the squad's headed for that service tunnel. It'll be 5 minutes before they realize they went the wrong direction.
What is the right direction?
I'm gonna figure out a way to change the group line's orders. You're gonna hold down the hallway. You know how to fire a gun?
My grandfather took me hunting in Gippsland once.
Do you know how this works?
Well, I shot at rabbits. I didn't hit anything.
Same idea, just bigger targets.
Judith! Judith, can you get that? What is it? Yes, Mr. Harding. Of course I'm aware that 2 of my actives are on an engagement. What sort of house do you think I run? No, I wasn't aware that it is a Rossum training facility. Of course, I will have them recalled immediately.
No. They're not in control. I'm in control.
But they can hear you.
And I can hear them. It's a tactical advantage. I know every move they're gonna make.
Alpha target's fired. Fire.
There's 2 soldiers. 18 formation, XM assault rifles, and K-23s and flash grenades. They're about to make an offensive move. I'm Anthony, by the way. You can call me Tommy.
Priya.
Nice to meet you. So you're from Australia?
Maybe we should save the small talk till after the gunfight.
No, it's good. The more I can remember about me, us, the easier it is for me to keep them out.
You sent Echo and Sierra to retrieve Victor.
Someone had to make the call.
I ordered you to leave it alone!
I was hoping you wouldn't remember that conversation.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that you're a drunk. You're obsessed with keeping Echo under your thumb, and you'll do anything you can to keep Harding smiling. We may not have agreed in the past, but at least we put this house and the actors first. What happened to that woman?
She's standing in front of you.
No, she's not. If you don't find her soon, you're going to lose control of this house, and I'll be the one knocking down your door.
I hope it doesn't come to that, Mr. Langton.
I'm not hitting anything, if that's what you mean. And I don't plan to.
Okay, come on. We gotta go. Whoa! You don't want to shoot. Remember 5 years ago, outside Calais? It wasn't that much different than this. We fought side by side, not against each other. Think about it! I will shoot you if I have to. Hurry.
Everybody disengage. Eliminate. All targets sitting down.
Keep it together. For me.
We just got company. A whole lot.
I don't see any others.
Echo. She's inside.
I knew you were gonna do that. And you knew I was gonna do that. before. I'm hurt. Disengage target. Stand down.
Eliminate target. Fire.
Disengage target. Stand down.
Eliminate target. Fire.
Disengage target. Stand down.
Eliminate target. Eliminate target.
Stand down.
Fire. Clear. Repeat orders. Eliminate.
Stand down.
Disengage.
Echo's down. We're on our own. We're on our own.
What happened? They missed.
Echo changed the marching orders.
Well, what did she tell them to do?
Go home.
Favorite breakfast food?
Pancakes and strawberries.
We really have lived another life with each other.
What just had breakfast?
I can feel the rest of it just beneath the surface. I wonder if we'll ever remember everything. I mean, really remember.
Doesn't matter. I wouldn't mind discovering all these little things about you again.
Do you think that was our first kiss?
Out.
We're in the middle of the desert.
Out of the car. I don't have to explain it to you. Take her and go.
Guys, we don't all have radios in our head.
I can't take you back to the dollhouse. You have your original personalities. You found each other. You should leave. Start your life together now. There's no reason to wait until I free everyone else. There are GPS strips implanted in your bodies. Find them, cut them out.
No, you need our help.
She's not gonna change her mind.
There's enough traffic on the main road. Someone will pick you up. I don't need thanks. I don't need goodbyes.
Do us a favor and look us up after you get everyone out.
If I get everyone out, you'll have to look me up. Caroline.
You can't do this to her.
No, Mr. Langton. Sometimes I think you were the one bonded to Echo, not the other way around.
This is gonna blow up in all our faces.
All of Rossum is chattering about how you single-handedly defeated an entire army. Harding was so impressed by your performance that he's devising ways to turn you into a weapon.
Guess we know whose side you came down on.
I told him that you're far too dangerous. There's no way to control you.
But you're still gonna hand me over to him.
No. You've disrupted countless engagements, brought Alpha into my house, deceived me with the help of Paul Ballard, dragged Topher and Boyd into the fun, and now Victor and Sierra. You leave a wake of destruction wherever you go. There is only one place for a doll as irreparably damaged as you.
The attic.
They say it's whatever hell you imagine. But I think it's something far worse.
You shouldn't be able to do that.
Welcome to the conspiracy.
Can I go back to getting your juice boxes?
What's the holdup?
Neuromod set for chemical saturation. LTP depotentiated. Transmag primed. We're ready.
There has to be another way to deal with this.
If you don't want to do this, I can find someone else who does. Even if it means imprinting someone else with your personality.
I'm sorry.
Send her body to the attic. Then do the same to Victor and Sierra.